Everyone.
Good evening.
Tonight my topic is on stereotyping. By the end of my speech, you will understand how stereotypes are formed, how we can avoid prejudice and biased behavior, and how stereotyping can affect our communication. I'd like to start my speech off this evening with a quote from Keith Jason, a two-time graduate of EMU University. If you can see a pattern, you can make a rule. Albert Van Durham created a theory called the social learning theory, which states that we learn stereotypes from our parents, our peers, our significant others, and the media. Today, I had an encounter with a Muslim woman who looked like this. When I first saw her, I immediately formed stereotypes in my mind based off the images and stories that I saw in the media. The Muslim woman that I saw today was with her husband, and she was pregnant. As she got closer towards me, I started forming bias and prejudice judgments against this Muslim woman who I never met and who had never done anything negative towards me. The media has a strong influence on how we view other races and other people, and it does have an impact on stereotyping. Prior to 9/11, I never would have thought of her as a terrorist or that she was a threat of any kind. But because of the strong media attention towards Muslims after 9/11, I have started forming stereotypes towards Muslims. It's all about perception. How do we see the world? Do we see the world through our own eyes, or do we see the world through the eyes of our peers, our neighbors, our friends, or the media? Take a look at these slides. What do you see in this slide? Do you see a cup? Or do you see two faces? How about this one? What do you see in this picture? Do you see an Indian face? Or do you see a man painting a wall? What about this one? What do you see in this one? Do you see a mean cat? Or do you see a mean mouse? It's all about your perception of what you think the picture is. As we think about stereotyping in communication, sometimes it's what you don't say that can affect your relationships with other people. I had an instance where I had an individual come to my house who was a maintenance man in my apartment building, and because of my stereotypes about me being a tenant and him being the worker, I thought of him as being less under me. So at first I didn't say anything to him, but as a result of some different situations, he and I are now best friends and business partners to this day, because I got past the stereotype of landlord-tenant and maintenance man tenant. So in conclusion, I would like to re-quote my quote from earlier from Keith Jason, which says that if you can see a pattern, you can make a rule. What I didn't tell you about that quote is that quote was talking about inanimate objects. We should not form stereotypes on people or about people without first getting the facts and understanding their culture and their view of life. Thank you.